Hello Internet, welcome back to our Writhing One playthrough, Tidus the Writhing One. So, once again, I am sick. This is leading to me having a crackly voice and a little bit of, maybe you'll hear some wheezing, some deep breaths. You know, I already have breathing problems, and then having a cold on top of it makes me a lot more like, you know, gaspy. So, I did take a cough drop between episodes, so hopefully that has cleared up a lot of my gravelly voice. So we are currently trying to level up as quickly as possible so that we can go and prevent the destruction of Kroshker. So I think we hit so many enemies on this level, I'm willing to bet there's not that much monster density elsewhere, but we also really want to be picking up equipment items, so we do kind of want to poke around a little bit. Okay. And to retreat from dead ends as quickly as possible to maximize our uptime. We really want to at least hit level... we're going to hit level 3. I would love to hit level 4. Okay, great. Level 3, let's level up immediately. We did get that 5-point bonus to magic from saving the alchemist. I think we just want to keep dumping points into strength. We could... Does this increase the cone? In a cone, no. So it's never going to get a bigger range? That stinks, unless one of these does it. Target, no. Movement speed, no. So this never upgrades its size, which is... Wait, range goes up to 2? Maybe that's the cone? Because it's currently literally what's right in front of us and then what's to either side of that. Also doesn't deal that much damage. And the reduction to their stats is also very low. So I think I'd rather increase our shielding even further. Unfortunately, this does not reduce its cooldown. That'd be really great to keep it up at all times. So we put a point into the Chaos Orbs, and it lowers the requirement even further, and we can have up to 5. Why don't we... We'll go all in on the Chaos Orbs. We'll just go with it. Hopefully it works in our favor. Oh, it deactivated and reactivated because it leveled up. So let's just continue fighting. Let's pop our shield. We should have our shield up basically all the time. Feeling pretty good. We're level 3 already, which is a good sign. Definitely not going to open the vault because it will likely have enemies in it that will be level like 5 to 10. Where did I see those stairs? This is going to lead to some backtracking, which is not good. I think they were up by where we dropped off our friend. Okay, we'll explore up here as well. Same thing, this chest is probably going to spawn an enemy we can't handle. Miner's pair of iron boots of speed, plus 25% movement speed. Yes, please. Great Maul of Daylight. It's a great weapon. We can't use two-handed weapons. I would love to upgrade to a better weapon, though. Our weapon is a little embarrassing. And there come the throat problems. I lasted for an entire 3 minutes of the video. So this probably will be our last video of the day. I'm not going to push it and try to record when I'll just literally free stuff. Leather boots of strife. Cold and fire resistance, 2 willpower, 2 constitution, 5% physical penetration. Mind power plus 3 doesn't matter to us. Blinding speed, you suddenly appear next to a target up to 6 spaces away. And attack for 37% to 124% damage. Sudden appearance catches everyone off guard, giving you 7 extra defense for 1 turn. Although that is better than the boots of speed, I think the 25% movement speed, again, in games like this, tends to be OP. So I think I'd rather have the speed gear. Even though it would be nice to have some fire and cold resistance. I think I want the speed. We're going to go with the speed. So we didn't really get anything out of that chest. Let's just continue. I think the stairs are over here. Helm is a plain iron helm we don't want. A bunny, kill the bunny. The axe, excellent, is going to be better than what we have. Let's look. Slightly reduced base power, but it has damage shield penetration. This weapon only of 11%. It's actually not very good. It also has pretty high armor penetration. But the slightly reduced damage, it's gotta be better than what we have. Is that, if most things don't use damage shields though, and the armor penetration only applies to armor, I guess it's better, because most things have some amount of armor, and getting that armor penetration probably increases its value over the flat damage that we're not getting out of using it. Okay, just wait, because we're blind, I guess. Shatter Afflictions, Rune of the Titan. What does that do? Rune instantly dissipate the energy of your ailments, cleansing all cross-tier effects and one physical, mental, and magical. Dissipated energy to create a shield. Not very much, really. Okay, let's just head downstairs. There will be a boss enemy on the next floor, which could be trouble for us, but I think we'll be okay. What do we... Yeah, we're going to scrap this. Great. Just looking to maybe get to level 4 would be excellent. And if we could avoid the horrible, murderous boss, that would be excellent as well. Big open areas, not a fan. Really need to find enemies here. Pop a shield. Are you named? No, you just hit me weirdly hard, I guess. Okay. Come in here. Kill the enemies. Kill the wabbit. Kill the rats. Yes. Helm of Dexterity. We already have one, but this one might be slightly better. Literally identical. Okay. Let's pop our regen so that we don't have to stop and rest. And we can just continue murdering along the way. Oh, shield or cloak is good. We don't have a cloak. 1 defense, 1 cunning, 1 dexterity is actually really bad, but it's better than nothing. Irons, okay. That sounds like it would be way better than this. It deals more base damage, as well as on weapon crit, splash the target with acid, dealing 44 damage over 5 turns. That's actually really low. But it deals significantly more damage. And it does give a benefit on a critical. Even though it's not something that we can rely on, it is something that adds to our DPS. Dagger, I can't imagine that would be better than what we have. Significantly less damage. It looks like just a base weapon. I don't know why that's blue. Thorny skin. We'll look at that in a moment. We're getting lower on turns. Again, we need to start heading out of here around turn 50 or before. Okay, we're going to backtrack. Let's head south. Let's not head this way. Let's head this way so that we're in a new area where there will be more enemies. You know what? I'm curious, if we teleport out of here to Kroshker and then we leave Kroshker, does it reset the cooldown of being under threat? I don't really see why it would. We have 6 orbs? Oh, we have 1 orb. What does the 6 mean? Oh, 6 turns left? Yeah, okay. So we'll just keep looking for enemies. Even if we can't get to level 4, we can go to the Maggot and the enemies there will probably bump us up to level 4. My only real concern is that final boss enemy. The final boss in this dungeon is also, in my playthrough, was like a level 7, which I don't think we could handle necessarily. But also the level 7, in fact, we're getting very low on turns. We need to teleport. And we need to stay away from enemies, because if we kill an enemy, we will fail our teleport. So we're just going to sit here. I'm going to go back to Kroshker. Transmog. We're going to hold on to this. Harden the skin for 7 turns, increasing armor by... Yeah, no, that's not very good. Man, our equipment is really lacking. We do have 21 gold. We may be able to pick something up from a vendor here. Oh, we literally have to hit the portal in the next 30 turns. We need to head straight to the portal. We can't shop. Can we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I don't think we can go. I think this is the weapon vendor. So we can't even afford... Man, we're going in with such bad equipment. All we have is a helmet, a cloak, and some boots. I mean, I guess the sword is okay. We need to head right into the portal. Yeah, we would not have had time to shop. I didn't think it would continue counting down. Does our shield require... It does. I didn't know it required insanity to use. I thought it gave us insanity to use it. Okay, so we're in the worm. And again, we're level 3 at 66%. And we need to follow this thing. Oh, that's right. Everything here does acid damage. This is the Maggot's nerval spine. And we're going to follow this, and it's going to lead us to the brain thing we have to kill. And we're in an area of effect that is dealing acid damage. Well, good. We're blind. Also, basically everything here... Okay, you're just hitting me. Basically everything here has the mitosis ability, which can spawn additional enemies. But now that the cooldown is gone, we can actually start using rest instead of popping our regen and stuff. Pop our shield. Go ahead and fight them. As long as we maintain combat, we should have no problem being... Like, as long as we maintain melee, we should have no problem maintaining our insanity, which means we will be able to use our shield basically at all times. I have to remember we have this ability which increases our damage and reduces our incoming damage. And we can have that to engage ranged enemies as well. And this generates insanity, so we can use this whenever we want. We did pick up some armor. It's going to be worse, I imagine, than... Yeah, do we want defense or do we want armor? I think we want armor. Boots of Strike. Yeah, we don't want those. We already looked at those. The regen, is that better? Regen's 100 life over 5 turns. 60 life over 5 turns. Okay, so that's not an upgrade. Let's rest. Apparently resting... Why did it take so long? We rested for 278 turns. Oh, to get this cooldown back, I'm guessing. That's a bit silly. I didn't need to wait for that. And it didn't wait for it the first time we were in combat. Or the first time we rested. Shield is doing great, holding out really well. We got a shield, but we're not going to wear that because it would interfere with our tentacle. A belt. Oh, it's a basic belt, though. A new threat. Long have we dwelt in the earth, the light of the surface never touching our sanctuary. We have sought power, which few can even guess at, and learned to wield the power of the Dark Ones squirming in the void. But, after our long seclusion, a creature from the depths has come to destroy our fortress. This maggot is a creature which consumes anything in front of it, sliding through the earth and carving a path of destruction. This shall be where it stops. With the power we have gathered, we shall slay this intruder. While the hide of this creature has proven too tough to break through, we have devised a clever method to rid ourselves of it. By feeding it a special artifact, we shall be able to open a portal directly into its soft, vulnerable insides. May it taste the results of our research. So that's how they got inside. They set up an object for it to eat, and then once it consumed it, they were able to teleport inside. There we hit level 4. That's probably all the level we're going to get before we encounter the final boss of this area. But, again, they were level 7 when I checked. Cosmetic and fun microtransaction. Do not add microtransactions to this game. I'm Dark God, the creator... Firmly against pay to win. I mean, I hate that you even have cosmetics that are microtransactions. It's a roguelike that I already paid you $20 for. I feel like I should just have that. You know, $20 is already more than... Yeah, I don't want this. $20 is already more than the average roguelike by a factor of 1,000,000 because most of them are free. The fact that I paid you for it already and for your DLC packs... and the limited number of classes and things that are added by the DLC, kind of feel like you should just be giving me those cosmetics. A little irritated that that exists. Didn't know that was a thing. What was I even saying? So we're not going to get past level 4 in this area. And again, the enemy was level 7 last time I saw it. We're going to bump our strength. And I don't know if we can take it or not, but we're going to do our best. Why don't we continue increasing our shield? At level 4, this is now functioning at level 5, I believe, because this is 1.3. So 4 times 1.3 is 5.2. So I imagine this is a level 5. It says level 3 to level 4, though. In fact, effective talent level 5.2. Okay, whatever. It's a pretty beefy shield. It's about the size of our actual health bar. Which is significant. Okay, so we put our class point into that. Generic point, heavy armor training at level 3 lets you wear the massive plate. Good, we won that. We could also up our physical damage, weapon damage by 12%, physical power by 30 when using swords, axes, or maces. I think the armor would be more valuable at the moment. 12% increase to weapon damage. I mean, I would really like to be able to wear... This only applies to torso armor. This applies to all... We're going to go with the weapons, I think. Save, yes. Yes, activate your orbs. Hate that there's microtransactions in this. That's ridiculous. Like, I know they're cosmetic. I know people think, like, oh, if it's cosmetic, it's not a big deal to have microtransactions. But it kind of is, you know? I'm 31. I remember a time when video games actually just gave you that stuff for free because it's like people expected you to have unlockables and alternate costumes and things like that. And the fact that the world has shifted to the point where that stuff is now require you to pay money. Really don't like that. This gives 2 willpower and 2 magic. This gives 1 cunning, 1 dexterity. I think I'd rather have the +2 to magic. I think. And we're going to throw this belt on. Even though it's trash, it's better than nothing. Oh, it literally gives us nothing? That's, okay. That's unfortunate. Iron War Axe of Phasing. We looked at this already. Yeah, I don't want that. Longsword, regen. Cloak, no. Okay, okay. Oh, some armor. Iron plate we can't wear. Of lightning resistance. Okay. Let's pop our shield. Fight these things. It's a lot easier now that I'm remembering to actually wear my shield. To use my shield ability. There's another one. Let's pop our shield again. Taking way less damage. We put almost all our points into that shield ability, so it better be good. We'll go ahead and rest. And we'll continue down following this Nerval, whatever it's called. And we'll check the lore. We have managed to enter the beast. Alas, we were not prepared for the creature itself to have natural defenses. Pieces of its own flesh came to destroy us. We called upon the dark beyond and it answered, withering the maggot's flesh right in front of our eyes. But for all that power, flesh kept coming. A lot of researchers were lost. Seems that it falls to me alone to deal with the creature. Only my entropic power could put an end to it. The density of its fleshling defenders grows and grows as we push our way to the creature's brain. If we destroy that, then it will be over in an instant. I mean, yeah, but you're still trapped in a giant worm, right? Like, and its body functions aren't going to completely cease immediately. Like, cells continue to exist. It's not going to destroy all of its, you know, just because it's not generating new cells, but that's not going to immediately devastate its immune system to the point where it doesn't exist anymore. You're not killing it on like a molecular level. It's just its nerve function will stop, right? Its brain will stop. Whatever. Magic's got a magic, yo. Let's check our... We did pick up some armor. Spellwoven wizard hat. We don't have mana, and we don't need spell power so much. I don't think that that's super valuable. 4 armor, 2 defense, 15% fire resistance, and increased fire damage. No. Yeah, none of that. Iron shield, no. I thought that was a ring there for a second. Hello, weird thing. Boots of tirelessness, also no, because we have those speed boots that we kind of want to have at all times. We're going to rest. I mean, this is going much smoother than when I tried to come here at level 1. Even though the beginning of the game really hints that you should be coming here immediately, I did not feel equipped to come here. Once again, the game fell short of explaining to me the danger that I was walking into. Iron Helm of Strength. +2 strength, +3 armor. So it's the same, but instead of dex, it's strength. I would rather have the strength, because that directly affects our damage output. And dex does increase our ability to hit the target, but I don't feel like we've been missing. We actually might get to level 4 or 5 before we hit the boss. We are gaining a lot of experience here. I really wish I didn't have to manage my shield ability. I wish it would auto-trigger. But if we set it to auto-trigger, it's not going to trigger at the right moment. Like if we set it to spot an enemy, it'll trigger when the enemy's all the way up here, and then we'll waste that cooldown. Unless we can set it on when enemies are adjacent to us. Visible and adjacent. Yeah, but sometimes visible and adjacent. No, we're going to continue controlling it manually, I think. It's cool that that option exists. I would rather have control over it. We've been trapped inside the maggot for a few days now. I'm the only one who seems to be still set on destroying the creature. Those that remain here conspire against me. I hear them whisper among themselves. They intend to abandon me and make their way back to the portal, which is surely swarming with defenders by now. Tomorrow I will goad them into following me for one last charge. We would have a better chance at going for the brain than we do of getting back to the portal. When we return to Sanctuary Triumphant, we shall be hailed as saviors. They will see the error in doubting the power we have obtained. That's funny because in message number 2, you said it was just up to you, and I assumed everyone else was dead. And the other reason that this is funny is because there is no portal. I came through the portal, and there was no portal behind me. I couldn't go back to the Sanctuary. So it's a bit nonsense, but okay. You can continue following the nerves here. Fighting all his cells that I guess they're just like his immune system, I assume. Is there something in here? No. Okay, we might hit level 5. It'll be tight, though. I don't know if we will. Because I think we're kind of coming up on the boss. Mage Staff. We could go back and open that one fleshy sack, but I think it will spawn an enemy that's much tougher than us. And I just don't want to risk bumping into an enemy that's like level 14 when we're level 4. Let's check this ring. Ring, Titan's Copper Ring. +2 con, +4 physical save. Sounds great. Throw that baby on. Gave us a couple extra hit points. Go ahead and rest. We'll proceed. We're so close to level 5. I would love to get to level 5. It hits me for... We don't know where the enemy is. Why don't we use our jump ability? When we land, it creates a cone of gore. We did seem to hit some of them. No, we didn't. Okay. Pop the shield. Okay, we're blind. Something hits Tidus. Misses. We're missing because we're blind, I guess. Seems reasonable. Why don't we lick the enemy? Our shield's holding out pretty well. Why don't we pop our heal? Our instant heal? While our shield recovers, because we're going to take hits for a couple turns there. And we want to kill the main enemy because the spawning enemies will stop once we kill the main enemy. We got Wild Infusion. Okay. We also leveled up, which is super good. I can't believe we got all the way up to level 5. Okay, we can get the next level of our tentacle. We're at 28 strength. Tentacles spin around, so it's a whirlwind attack. All targets around you for 176% weapon damage. And your tentacle hand hits them for 156 tentacle damage. So basically this attack on a cooldown of 8 hits all enemies around us for way more than we would hit them with a bump attack. And it hits all those enemies. And it hits all those enemies instead of just one. Also, when constricting, is constricting another... Okay, so constricting is the other tentacle ability we don't have. And if we hit at least one enemy, we gain lots of insanity. Sounds great. Even if we only are next to one enemy, it's dealing more... Can we... I can't hover it. Let's very carefully navigate around the menu. You son of a bitch. Looks like we can't go through this column without triggering it. But if we look on the right, even if we only hit one enemy with this, it only takes one turn, which is normal, and it deals 176%. It deals more than 100% damage. So no matter what enemy we hit, even if it's only one, we're dealing more damage than we would with a bump attack. So let's go... I mean, honestly, I just want to keep pumping strength. Okay, now we'll start putting points into magic. Is this magic? Yes. We want this attack. Oh, we also have another point. Let's max our shield, I think. Yeah, let's max our shield ability. That sounds great. Let's do that. Save, yes. And we're going to just press... There is the boss. Okay. The Spinal Cord, level 7 boss. 2% resistance to all damage. Let's do this, boss. We're gonna step forward. You instantly broke my shield is really not good. Why is my shield gone already? You must have hit me real hard. We have Chaos Orbs. 5 Chaos Orbs. Plus 15% to all damage. Licking it is not really worth it. It is a DOT, but it's such low damage, I'd rather bump attack it. We hit it for 64 damage. It hit us for 4. The Dark Whispers from the Spinal Cord. It hit us for 9 total. I mean, you seem like a pushover now that I'm level 5. At level 2, you murdered me. Let's pop our shield. Spinal Cord, 52 total damage. Let's use our Whirlwind attack as well. It's a weird animation. I don't know why it's so choppy. I did fix my recording. It actually looks that choppy. Like when I hit, watch the tentacle. It's like not really a tentacle, it's just blocks. I don't know what the deal with that is. I have all the graphics stuff turned like way up and enabled. Oh, I have this disabled? That probably, maybe that has an effect. I thought I enabled everything. But I also fixed my recording, so that's not an issue with the recording. That's an issue with the game. Let's pop our regen. We're not even taking damage. This thing's a chump. I was so scared of this thing when I started out. The worm that devours. Here. You destroyed the worm's neural spine, preventing the doom of the sanctuary. We also got Of Trolls and Damp Caves, which is like the basic quest we've had before. And is that it? It's just over? We did level up to level 6. Small crystal file that captured sunlight during summertide. We've seen that before. Rod of Recall, fantastic item to have. Is that all that was there? That can't be all that was there. Where's the log? Sling, Mind Star, War Axe of Paradox might be better than what we have. And we'll check the file as well. So War Axe of Paradox, 5 temporal damage. So this deals 6.5 to 9 damage less, but it deals 5 damage in temporal. That's not worth it to me. The only other thing was the file. Summertide file. When wielded worn, we deal 15 light damage in melee, which seems excellent. A huge boost to our damage. Plus it deals 10% additional light damage, and we get 30% light resistance, which is not as valuable. Gives a huge light radius, healing modifier, and we can use it to call light. That's certainly better than anything we had. Oh, it's a lamp. Excellent. So now we deal, just every attack will deal 15 light damage. I'm not sure if that applies to our tentacle as well, but either way, that's a huge boost to our current damage output, so that's fantastic. Everything else is gone. Let's level up and we'll call the episode here. My throat is still bothering me quite a lot, and I've had to cut out, again, about 12 different coughs and throat clears. So I do think that we're going to probably call the day for recording. I don't think we're going to put more time into this. We want to increase our tentacle because this will increase every time we bump attack an enemy or we use our whirlwind ability. This will deal more damage. You'll see it increases weapon damage by 11% for my tentacle attacks. And it also, is that what the 24, the base power increase is? And a huge increase of crit chance, by the way. I think the tentacle is a really key part of this class. Why can't I level this up? I can't. Okay, it's just highlighted. I thought we could. Definitely going to put this point into our tentacle. And then we're going to... this would let us spend our orbs to teleport. That might be valuable, but I don't want it right this second. Do I? Do we want to reduce these even further and stack even higher? I don't think we do right now. I think we want to focus on our combat training. Why don't we go up so we can wear plate armor at this point? I think is fine. So we'll accept those changes. Yeah, so I'm going to call it a day. There may very well be a break. It just depends on how noisy my niece is when she's here. So we might miss a couple days of videos, or maybe I'll delay putting these up on the channel and there'll be a gap between the Alchemist and this character. But again, fix my recording issues. That was the real takeaway here. Ignore the fact that I have a cold and pretend that these were good episodes. So for now, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And I'll be back with more ToME content in the near future. See you next time.